Coach, you got me?
Yeah, Steve, how you doing?
Good. I'm good. It's good to finally talk with you. Hearing a lot of your press conferences here the last couple of weeks, tell me what Colin has done to earn that starting quarterback job.
Well, I think more than anything, Steve, is consistency. He's been very consistent from day one, really when we started back in July with the walkthroughs and things that we were able to do. But just overall consistency. We've had a lot of explosive plays. He makes good decisions at the position with the ball. But I think consistency would be the number one thing.
And I know there's been a lot of talk of Mike Bobo, but there are other new coaches on your coaching staff. I'm wondering how the new coaches, especially on the defensive side, are meshing with everybody, Coach.
Really well. I've been very pleased. Rod Wilson's come in and done a really nice job, and I kind of handled the spring as far as the linebackers were concerned, and as far as our scheme and system here, and it's something I've been doing a long time, and he's taken over really well there. Tracy Rocker, a guy that I've tried to hire multiple times, finally was able to hire Tracy. He's hard-nosed, tough, does a great job with the front guys, and I think we've made some improvements there. So extremely pleased there. Kyle Krantz has been on our staff, but is running special teams along with Rod Wilson, and I've been very pleased with what he's done. And Des Kitchens, at the running back position, again, another guy that I've really, admired the job he's done as a coach and as a recruiter, as a person. And then Joe Cox came with Coach Bobo from Colorado State, originally from Charlotte, and has done a fantastic job with our receivers. So I'm very pleased with our staff.
Go to Brandon Marcello, 24/7 Sports.
Hey, Coach.
Brandon, what's up, man? How you doing?
I'm good, man. How are you? I'm just wondering, we've seen about 3 weeks of college football, and I don't know if you've been able to talk to some of your colleagues who are involved in some of those games or even watch some of them, but what are some takeaways you've heard or seen from that, whether it's sloppy play or special teams breakdowns or anything like that you'd be able to kind of translate and focus on going into your opener?
Well, I think all your normal first game concerns, young players playing for the first time. Obviously, we've had 3 live scrimmages and tackled well defensively. There's no reason we shouldn't. Again, but tackling, ball security. There's some new ball carriers, some guys that haven't been in this moment before. They're going to be carrying the ball Saturday, taking care of the football. I mean, obviously clock management and things like that we introduce and go through, in training camp as much as we can. But I do think that there's been some guys that, because of some situation that we're in, that have missed a considerable amount of time. When you talk about being quarantined for 14 days, that's an eternity in training camp. I mean, that's missing a lot of practice time and a lot of meeting time, although we try to do most of those by Zoom with quarantined players. But especially for a young player, I mean, when they're missing that much time, it's very difficult to make that time up. And that's what I think, as much as anything, is contributing to some sloppy play. I said when we got started with this, I think schematically we're further along because we've had more time to do the walkthroughs and things in July and into August. But you will see some sloppy play, in my opinion, at times, just because of guys with the attrition that you have at practice, and then you're moving guys around to cover up some things as far as the guys missing on game day. So there's no question you've seen some of that.
Thanks, Will. Appreciate it.
Jimmy Hines, Radio Knoxville.
Hey, Will, would you talk about your cornerbacks and if you think maybe there is about as good as any tandem in the SEC?
Well, I think both guys are difficult to throw at. I stand behind the quarterback when we do a lot of our move the ball and situational things and scrimmages and practice. And, both guys have great length. Both guys are highly competitive guys. They're both really good, intelligent guys that practice and prepare the right way. But I'm glad they're South Carolina Gamecocks. I can assure you of that. And I think both of them are poised to have a great year.
And also, just your thoughts on Tennessee. Obviously, you've gone against them a number of times through the years. What were your thoughts on Tennessee?
Well, I thought they really did a great job, and Jeremy and his staff last year of getting things turned around. I knew going in the game after I watched them play Alabama, because they played Alabama extremely well. They had the fumble on the goal line going in that completely flipped the momentum of the game, and they really could have cut that to a one-score game at that time. And they were toe-to-toe and played extremely well, played physical on both lines of scrimmage. Garantano came in and really played well the last part of the year, and obviously 15-1 were very, very difficult matchup guys. And I felt that way the whole time we've played them. That's been the first year they really hurt us, which they did with some vertical balls. You had 7 passing plays of 20 yards or more in the game. It's very difficult to win when you're able to lose the vertical field position as far as that's concerned. So, but I thought they did a great job of keeping their players. They continued to improve up front defensively as the year went, and I thought they played really good football at the end of the year.
Thank you.
That's all for today, Coach. Thank you.
All right, take care.